Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. I'm here with Brian. What's up, Brian?
Hey, what's going on, Paul?
We are going to be going over, sorry, I got some notes here. We're going to be going over Brian's success story. He just launched his third Amazon product. First two weren't anything killer, but he's finally gotten into a groove, and every day his sales are higher and higher. So we're going to be going over Brian's story. And why don't you just kind of tell us a little bit about yourself and what got you motivated?
Yeah, so I started on Amazon, I wanted to do something different. I actually met a person that did flea markets of all things. So he was very gracious to me. He helped me basically sell on doing flea markets. I was making like $150 a week. I thought that was great.
That is awesome.
Yeah, I realized that wasn't going to be something I was going to retire on. Eventually, actually, I just tried to do wholesale sheets of all things and pillows. So did that, sold a few $1,000s, like door to door. That was delivering to people's houses. Kind of the same thing. It was a grind.
I think door to door is something like everyone should experience in their lives. I remember I was doing door to door solar sales and knocking 50 doors a day and like going up to people that don't want to talk to you and trying to sell something is just like it does something to you mentally.
I agree, man. Absolutely. Not afraid of rejection. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right. It just like makes you kind of a little bit fierce.
For sure. For sure. So, yeah, like I've always had a kind of a dream to do this. So what I did is, after that, I actually, at one point I bought like cleats from Marshalls for like $5 a piece. I cleaned up every Marshalls in the area. I bought like 500 pairs of cleats. I still have a bunch in my basement, by the way, if anybody wants to buy some Nikes.
Did you get unbranded in Nike?
Yeah, I got Nike, Under Armour, all kinds of good stuff. I didn't get unbranded. I did not get ungated in Nike.
Oh, okay, ungated. That's what I meant, ungated.
I'd probably be pretty rich if I did that.
Yeah, I know. Like Reezy Resells does like Marshalls hauls.
I still don't know how that dude does it. It's amazing. But
yeah, you got to get ungated in like shoe brands, and then you're golden. It's a lot of work though, right? Like you're getting passive sales. You're not going to Marshalls to sell your units.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Cool. So first two products, basically failures. First one kind of sold out on its own, fizzled, right? Second one, kind of a complete failure, but you kept going, right?
Yep, absolutely. Actually, the first one, I'll tell you, like, the first one was 5. I sold 5 the first day. I think I remember messaging you. I thought, like, man, I'm on my way. Like, this is it. And I did okay the first week, and then it just kind of all fell apart. The competition killed me. I mean, it was a nice try, and I learned a ton, so it was good. I mean, I'm excited about this third one, though. It's absolutely amazing. I mean, I'm doing like 12 sales a day. It's crazy.
Yeah, cool. How long do you think it took? I know everyone's going to want to know this. Like from the time you found a product idea to the time that you actually launched, like what was that process like? How long did that end up actually taking?
Yeah, so it was an absolute grind. I must have like 5 pieces to my product. I actually had, I want to say 5 samples. I went through each one of them, and I think I chose a good part out of each sample. And I had to talk to suppliers. I mean, I was up late every night, and I'm working a full-time job. I'm up late every night doing this, grinding it out. It took me about 2 months. It was crazy, but I got what I wanted.
Yeah, you hear that, guys? 5 samples. So don't get frustrated when you get one bad quality sample.
$300 easy.
Yeah, $300 just in samples. And that stresses the importance of like quality, right? You were not satisfied with the quality of a sample, so you didn't just say, oh, it's good enough and start selling it. You are a prime example of actually putting in the work, establishing a high quality product. Sure. You made a website. You made a website for this brand already. You have made YouTube videos for the product. Like Brian is going full branding on this product, and that's the way to go with Amazon. As you guys know, build a brand, make high quality products, right? Just don't sell cheap crap.
Don't sell crap. It won't be good reviews.
Yeah, I've sold crap before, and it works for a month and a half, but then bad reviews start rolling in. So you got to switch over to high quality products. Get samples. It's definitely important. What are your sales like now? Like, what are your daily sales at?
Well, I just had an unbelievable day over the weekend. It seems like the weekend's the best. I did over 700 in sales, almost $800, which was crazy. I've had 4 days of 500 plus. I mean, just today, I'm sitting at around 400 in sales. And the day's not over. So it's been amazing.
Awesome. What is your profit margin per unit? What are you doing actually making per unit?
Yeah, so I've launched pretty aggressively. My profit margin is like 25%. So around $10 or so.
$10 a unit, right? And
Give or take. Yeah.
Brian's selling in a more expensive market. And you guys know I've always been a fan of this. I even don't like selling like under $20 most of the time. Your listing price is $39.99, right? So,
Yep.
a $40 product. And that's a realistic profit margin. You did sea shipping, right? That's part of why it kind of took so long.
Kind of had to. It was a bigger product. It was around 4 pounds or so.
And that's a bigger barrier to entry, guys. So
Yeah.
everyone selling the shoebox air shipped $12 to $20 products, you're gonna have a lot. Like there's actually a lot of competition in this market, but if you put the time in, like why would you put 2 months into launching something that you sell for $13.99 if you could do the same thing and sell a product for $50, right? You only have to sell one instead of selling three of a $13 product. So how did you differentiate, right? I know a lot of people are going to kind of wonder, like, did you just take a listing off Alibaba and send it in? Did you bundle? Did you do different colors? Like, how did you differentiate?
Yeah, so I wish it was that easy, to be honest. The number one thing I made sure was quality. I mean, I had to make sure the quality was solid. I talked to a lot of people, and I asked them, I actually had samples. I asked them, what do you think about this? What would you add to this? So I did some actual peer-to-peer research. On top of that, just made sure the quality was solid and kind of made sure it had everything that I would want and that other people would want. And it was hard to put it all together. It took a long time. Like I said, a lot of samples, but in the end, it's still worth it. And the pictures look great. The pictures were huge. I think that's a huge part of it as well. The pictures, I think, turned out well. I ran them by you, and I think you confirmed it. And you even gave me some ideas for the main page, which worked out great.
Yeah. So high quality in pictures is a differentiation on its own, right? So if the whole market is selling mediocre products, or even if there's a couple people selling really good versions, just looking at the best sellers, right? Sorting by revenue, seeing what customers are leaning towards, getting inside of the target audience's head and saying, what are people actually buying? What is the best selling, pieces of this kit? And you actually have a kit. So it's, like you said, it's many different parts, and you've combined different things that are all selling well together. So for your main keyword, you actually have different variations of kits popping up, and you could see which one's selling best, and then that pushes you into what you're going to sell together. And then you could do the same way. I've always been super objective about entering markets. Who has, you could let other sellers take financial risk for you. So you could say, who's selling what I'm going to be selling but is not doing good, right? Who's got 25-star reviews but is still only selling 1,000 a month? Those are the kind of listings that you want to look at and actually figure out, well, okay, their background for their first picture is off-white, right? They don't have a good picture, and that can make a world of difference, just going from an off-white background to an actual good high definition first picture. And then this is actually really cool. We were talking about the price being a little bit higher, but I want to go over the size of your market, because I myself have just recently gotten into markets. I don't know, my last video I just had going over finding $500,000 markets, right? And just for the page one alone. And your market is very similar to that, right? So what are the size of your competitors? What are the number of sales they're doing and the reviews?
Just looking at it now, I mean, it goes all the way from 56,000, 57,000. I mean, there's some that have 20, 30, 40,000. So the sky's the limit. I mean, and I'm not even at close to that. So I'm getting that.
Right. So in Brian's market, there's actually, like you said, there's sellers doing 50,000 a month in revenue.
Easy.
And, at your current profit margin, before then you'd obviously be rewarding and your profit margin would be higher. With Brian's product, we actually launched at a competitively low price. So his bundle should be priced around $55, but he started at $39.99. That's really smart because, lower reviews. So people need kind of more of an incentive to buy yours. So if they're saying, wow, I could get this kit for $39.99, it has everything I want, as opposed to the next best competitor being at $60 or $70, that's a win-win for the customer. So people doing $50,000 a month, that's probably scary for a lot of the people listening to this. I myself and many others have been preaching 5K to 15K a month in sales. As an average. Anything larger than that is a little scary to get into. But you actually flipped the script and said, you know, I want to go into something that is scalable, something where if I hit 5K my first month, that's not the roof, right? I could then put more into my ads that I've optimized, reorder 1,000 more, 2,000 more, and then next month do twice as much as I did this month. And that's really smart.
And we talked about building the brand too, which is where the website. And I mean, really, you're right. Building the brand is the way to go. I mean, if you can get the sales, I can branch off inside this brand and I can create other products that relate to it. Mm-hmm. So I think it's great.
And you could even, in this market, you could keep doing variations of kits, right? Because there was certain things that you actually didn't include that you can go ahead and make more and more kits, some priced between 20 to 30 for a cheaper kit, some all the way up to 100. I think there's people in your market $110, right?
Oh, higher than that.
Yeah. So guys, this is a prime example. And how much, what was your budget to start with? Why don't we go over that? Because I know everyone's probably like, oh, you probably started with 10 grand or something.
Yeah, right. Wouldn't that be nice? No, to be honest, I don't have much money. I hardly have any money, to be honest with you. My budget, I mean, I work for a living. I work a lot. Hopefully not in the future, I'll be doing this for a living. But I think like my grand total with like shipping, it was higher than normal. I mean, admittedly, I ordered like a couple hundred units. It was around about $2,800, $2,900.
Yeah, 2,800, not 10,000, not even 5,000.
No way.
2,800. That's like get a part-time job on the weekend for a month, right? Like, like you could save, and I mean, you're not going to make 2,800 at part-time on the weekend once a month. I mean, like if you already have 1,000, you were thinking about starting to go into a market this big, he only spent an extra $1,800, right? So it's not astronomical, right? You're not currently rich. You don't have all this money to dump into the business. So it was, I think anything less than like $3,000 is kind of a bootstrap startup. So that's awesome. I mean, and you're actually going to be running out of inventory soon, probably.
I'm going to have in a few days if it keeps up. Yep.
Yeah. And like we said, like that's a good problem to have, right? Most people are worried about how do I sell off inventory? You've already reordered. You got a lot coming in. That's pretty cool, man. Where do you see yourself going from here?
Wow. So I'll tell you, if I can get to the point where I'm making a good chunk of change, which is looks like where I'm going, I want to get 2, 3, 4 products that do the same thing. I mean,
in the same niche, right?
My goal was to get to $500,000 in 1 year in sales. I think that's very doable. I talk to people and they think I'm crazy. Like people that don't do this, I talk to them, they think I'm nuts, but I'm not. I mean, I know I can do it. And I think I can get to $1 million within a year and a half, 2 years. But my main goal is $500,000 first year, get at least 3 to 4 successful products, doing about the same amount or more.
Awesome, dude. That's a really ambitious goal.
Yes, it is.
You are definitely on your way, and literally in a market this big, doing $50,000 a month, right? This product alone could be your $500,000 a year in sales at least. So I think you could definitely get there. So guys, Brian just started a YouTube channel. I actually encouraged him to do so because I thought it'd be awesome for him to track his journey with Amazon, just like I tracked mine. I'll leave a link in the description. It'll be the first link in the description. You go show him some love and send him some subscribers. I think he has maybe 1 or 2 right now. So we'll help him out. And he has a video talking about kind of what we're doing here, right? His first product, his experience, why he's getting started. So go watch his first video. He's going to be he's a busy dude, but he's going to be trying to do weekly uploads, if not a couple times a week. I look forward to seeing you progress as a seller. It's going to be really fun to track your progress. And then hopefully soon we could have you on again for round 2 of the knockout round.
For sure. It's coming, man. I guarantee it.
Another success story. Yeah. So cool, man. I think this was good. Did you have anything you wanted to say before we ended? Maybe some tips for people that are discouraged or just starting?
Yeah, man. Everything takes that first step. Don't be scared. Even if you try a small product, get your feet wet and give it a shot. I mean, you've got to do something. If you really want to make a change, you've got to make that first move. Don't be afraid to do it.
Right on, man. All right, that was Brian Maples. Ladies and gentlemen, go ahead and show him some love. And that'll do it for today's video. So take care. Hopefully you guys have a good rest of your week.
Thanks,
and as always, I'll see you guys in the next video. Later.